Oi oi! And Keeps Gaming here, and today we're doing another reaction to Smash Bracket Ice Climbers versus Duck Hunt. So, we'll find out today who will win and move on to the next round of Smash Bracket. And guys, before we start, here's my Smash Bracket bingo card just down there. All the ones I've got right and wrong so far. I thought I'd do, because I mean, everyone else is doing reaction channels, everyone's doing reactions to Smash Bracket here and there, but I thought I'd add a different sort of twist to it. This is why I got a bingo card. It's annoying that I have to do it all the time, but it's okay. I don't mind, you know. I wanted to make it a bit more interested in stuff, so that's why I've got it. And yeah, so we can maybe go along together. Maybe I'll put this Smash Bracket bingo card so people can do it themselves or something. I don't know. If you guys want me to post it somewhere, let me know. Ink, reach out to me and just let me know if you want me to post it somewhere. So, but yeah, so Ice Climbers versus Duck Hunt. We'll find out who will win soon. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, no, well, we guessed right last time. I didn't do this in my last video. Usually I discuss who I guessed last Smash Bracket video. And I'm kind of doing this all together, these videos anyway. And last time we chose Alex. I just thought it was going to be one of the main Minecraft people because they've slaughtered. I don't even know if that should be a good... They've unalived... But you can't say really unalived a zombie, can you? Because they're already unliving anyway. The undead. So they've just killed tons of Endermen and zombies throughout their travels. Not you, if not you the player, but them in the books and everything else. So I thought it's got to be between Steve and Alex, or a tie or something. But I thought Alex would have more experience fighting, is more of a fighting than what Steve is. Steve is more of a builder and runs away and escapes sort of thing. I'm getting a feel for in the lore, so I thought, okay, then it has to be Alex. So more fighting, like prowess. I'm using these big words, and more strategic than Steve. So I thought, okay, definitely going to be. But I was shocked when Steve got knocked out. But I'm not gonna tell you that until you watch it yourself, even though everyone's probably watching anyway. So anyway, I'm going rattling on, so let's take this off and find out who will win between Ice Climbers and Duck Hunt. Here we go.
What would happen if two icons of retro Nintendo gaming went toe-to-toe in a match to determine who would come out on top? I'm Ink, and this is Smash Bracket, a show dedicated to solving that exact question. If each and every playable character from the Super Smash Bros. Series was entered into a giant fighting tournament using them at the peak of their strength, who would be victorious? The rules for the series are on screen now, with a link for a further breakdown in the description below.
These animations get better and better each time.
Let's take a look at today's match between the Ice Climbers and the Duck Hunt trio to see who will advance on to the next
trio.
round.
I want to know why trio. Who's the third person? Oh, is it a hand zapper?
The year was 1984, and a certain
I held off these for a long time.
by the name of Kazuaki Morita would go on to create the most terrifying pair of mountain climbing children ever conceived in the aptly titled name Ice Climber. It's likely that most people only know the Ice Climbers from their appearance in Super Smash Bros., but their original game predates many household Nintendo names, and it's been around for likely double the time of most people watching this video. The game itself is pretty simple. A brave mountain climber named Popo and his childhood friend, or girlfriend? Sister? It's unclear. Named Nana, go climb an alarmingly icy mountain. The goal of the game is to make it up the mountain, collecting vegetables and fighting off wildlife, before flying away on a giant condor that looks much more like a pterodactyl than a bird. While the game is almost unbearably frustrating sometimes, these two ice climbers are lighthearted and they look like they genuinely enjoy their hobby. It just so happens that hobby also includes clubbing seals, smashing solid ice, and chasing sentient vegetables. Yes, you heard that right. These tiny people with their little tiny hammers specialize in mountainside destruction, and they're pretty darn good at it. Ice is pretty difficult to break. When I was younger, I went through this phase of trying to break a bunch of different things on my forehead, from pencils to pens to paintbrushes. But the one thing that truly injured me and declared itself the winner was when I tried to break a solid ice pack on my forehead. So let me tell you from first-hand experience,
yeah, I was gonna say, is that way damage
so impressive. To put it all into perspective, just one of these tiny little jumps that they do to get to the ice easily exceeds all of the power that an average person expends in a single day. I asked our lead researcher, Real Lemon, went for a comparison of what being hit by one of these ice mallets would feel like, and he said it would feel like you had 400 pizzas laid on top of you at once. So, do with that what you will. Contrary to how they're portrayed in Smash,
Yummy.
Ice Climbers don't actually have any ice-based powers. Nana and Popo do all of this ice smashing with their signature mallets. These massive wooden mallets are specifically chosen to bust up
So what are
mountainsides
ice powers
and
in
fight
Smash?
off Yetis. But their power goes beyond just shattering ice blocks. Nana and Popo can easily jump over 3 times their own height.
So hang on. So if they've got no ice powers, then all they've got is they're really, really strong. So far, I'm getting. Anyway.
15 miles per hour and club down wildlife on the mountainside. And while the creatures that they club certainly aren't dying, you need some serious strength and ironclad cojones to drive off a hungry 1,000-pound polar bear. Just imagine being camped out on a mountain, trying to stave off the sheer cold and get fire started, when you spot 2 kids with giant mallets breaking through layers of ice and stone like it's nothing. Then they club down a Yeti, fight off a polar bear, jump 15 feet into the air, and grab onto a dinosaur-looking thing before flying off into the distance. That kind of thing stays with a person. But the climber's survival on these mountains is also worth noting. They can withstand falling from 4 stories high and can endure the bitter cold and low oxygen that comes in the territory of mountain climbing while still being able to perform at peak level. No pun intended. But this is where the extent of their durability starts and ends. The ice climbers are something of a glass cannon, being able to deal serious damage to things much stronger than a normal human ever could. But they also die after being poked a single time by any of these enemies. But with all that said, let's see how
That's
they
not going to
stack up
happen
against their
here, is it?
opponents for the
Poke with a
day.
bit of
Duck Hunt.
something. Yeah, oh, that was quite quick for the analysis. Hang on.
A year before
Step
the
1 under it.
release-
No thanks. Hang on. That wasn't a very. That was a very quick analysis with that. Very quick and not much to go on. So they can jump really high, fly on a pterodactyl bird-looking thing, but can't produce ice. So they can jump high and strong. Okay. Or is that the meme? Is it the guy? Is that? I don't know, but okay, sure. Duck Hunt Trio.
Ice
Find out.
climbers and hot off the trail of the video game crash of 1983, Nintendo was actively trying to get their foot in the door of console gaming. They were hot off the back of releasing their Game & Watch system, and they were looking for the next big thing. Then they had the most Nintendo idea of all time. Find a
that
niche
real?
gimmick that no one was asking for and use it to sell a game. This time, really hitting that red, white, and blue
that real?
American audience with
Oh.
everybody's favorite pastime, guns and hunting. And thus, Duck Hunt was born. What a weird concept to package in with the same system that has Super Mario Bros. This game eventually grew to be a massive success, with over 28 million people owning a copy. Like Ice
I
Climber,
don't
the
own
gameplay
one.
here is also
I'm
simple.
not one of those
Point
people.
your gun, shoot a duck, and get annoyed by the unkillable dog that would pop up on screen. This dog and duck are iconic parts of the game, and are instantly recognizable to millions across the globe. But what might not be immediately obvious to casual fans is that Duck Hunt isn't actually a duo comprised of the duck and dog, but there's a third person as well, a wild gunman sitting just beyond the view of the screen. While ducks specialize in flying around and the dog specializes in catching down ducks, the hunter is a small game specialist capable of shooting fast and small targets from a distance, and he's said to be the most dangerous criminal in the Wild West. The gunman in Smash is implied to be an extra-dimensional player sitting beyond the TV screen, but in Duck Hunt itself, it's much more strongly implied to be an actual gunman, given that they interact with the dog, rather than a fourth-dimensional entity beyond screen. Now, while
was
these
gonna
three
say.
have much more experience gunning down wildlife than they do in combat, it would be a mistake to discount any member of this trio. The first thing that may surprise you is just how fast they are. While we can't assume much more than an average fighting speed for the gunman, his bullets are a different story. In this clay pigeon shooting minigame, we can use some basic trigonometry to measure the distance that the gunman is shooting out and find the speed of his rifle, shooting at nearly 12 times that of a sniper round. This is putting his bullets at nearly 24 times the speed of sound. Aside from
I've got a feeling they're gonna win.
Basset hounds can run up to 10 miles per hour and are much more nimble in close quarters than humans are. But the true dark horse of the speed category is the duck, who can fly at around 50 miles per hour. The synergy of these speeds allow for some really creative maneuvering around their opponents. They also pack some surprising strength behind the team. The dog is capable of leaping high into the air, but that's nothing compared to the heat that the gunman is packing. He carries a revolver and a rifle. These are both capable of downing ducks in a single shot and shattering clay pigeons from very, very far away. The gunman carries 3 shots in his chamber and can fire them off at rapid speeds before having to reload. The team is more than just speed and firepower though. The main durability for the team comes from the sheer tankiness of the dog and gunman. They can both survive being shot with a hunter's weapons, although it does admittedly burn the dog's face and put him in a cast with crutches, which is confusing to say the least. But it's not too bad when you calculate that these bullets are hitting the dog and gunman with an intensity equal to that of a space shuttle being launched, condensed into the size of a dilated human pupil. My research team gives me the weirdest comparisons for these scripts, I swear. So from the hunting range to the edge of the wild, wild west, the Duck Hunt trio are not to be trifled with. But with all that said and done, it's time for today's fight. But first, I've got an announcement. We finally have Smash Bracket merch. It's finally here. If you want to support the channel and look awesome while doing it, the link is in the description below. But with that out of the way, let's get into today's fight to see who will advance on to the next round of the Smash Bracket and who will be disqualified. Let's get into it.
Just one thing, they didn't go over their endurance of the ice climbers. I noticed. I don't think they did anyway. As I said, the only thing that I got from ice climbers, without the ice powers, which I don't actually have ice powers, is that they're strong. They can smash ice and stone really easily, and jump really high, and that's it. Where Duck Hunt has a lot more going. Well, Duck Hunt Trio has got a lot going for them. There's 3 of them, first of all. They can shoot rounds that, you know, with the same pressure or energy, I don't know how they explained it, I forget things easy, as a spaceship taken off in a bullet. They can tank a lot of damage, as they said. So I really think this is like definitely one-sided. I'm going to go for the Duck Hunt Trio. It could be not that obvious, but without the ice powers, I don't think they stand a chance. I think it's going to be Duck Hunt Trio. There's 3 of them as well. The 3 of them, the duck, the dog, and the gunman, which I thought was going to be like the person watching the Smash Bracket, which would be me. I won't think about it too much. Anyway, let's see what happens. So, Duck Hunt Trio. No Spitcat. I do not want to. That's cool. That's really cool. These animations blow me away constantly and how they do it. Like, every single time. Oh, is this like an old TV screen? That's cool. An old TV screen. Uh-oh. Shot the pterodactyl. This is cool. I like this. And he's got guns as well. Oh! Oh, there goes the duck. Nope. Oh, I like this. This animation is cool. This is really good. I like this. Wait, oh, they don't make ice, but you're using the ice? Oh, that's cool. Doom. Why are you shooting kids? Oh no, kid with a gun. But he can tank that though, can't he? Uh-oh. Oh. Killed the duck instead. Why did you go for... Oh. Snowballs. Uh-oh. It's always Kirby. Hasn't he got a vendetta against Kirby or something? Uh-oh. He loves his gun. Oh. Is that it? Those climbers? Oh, it's just one ice climb? Oh no, both of them. Set a trap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, just punched my table. Oh, I'm happy that it's an ending like that. Oh.
And there you go! Yeah, this just wasn't close. If the ice climbers were fighting a normal dog and human, they could probably club them to death after just a couple of hits. But the dog and gunman both have survived crazy shots from the gunman himself. Like I said earlier, these things are insane. They're hitting with the intensity of 9.68 gigawatts per centimeter squared. To put some context to that number, imagine you took the force behind a tank shell and compressed it down to the size of your pinky, and then shot it at Mach 24. Compare this to the ice climbers, who die after a single touch from basically everything in their game. It's possible that the ice climbers could have a small window of opportunity at the beginning of the fight, out of the opponent's sheer surprise at fighting two children, and the fact that shooting two children point blank in cold blood probably isn't going to be the preferred strategy of a non-bloodlusted small game hunter, even if they're the rootinest, tootinest criminal in the wild, wild west. But even with this theoretical opening, there's just not much they'd be able to do against 2/3 of this trio. The ice climbers were hitting with about 119 watts per centimeter squared, which is just so much less than the dog and hunter have endured. And this all goes without mentioning speed. While the ice climbers probably have a slight but negligible speed advantage over the gunman and the gunman and dog are also used to tracking and shooting things much faster than the ice climbers. And all this without calculating the fact that the ice climbers are at a number disadvantage here, which is a huge difference maker in any fight. So when all is said and done, the Duck Hunt trio is the winner, and they will be moving on to the next round of the Smash Bracket. Next time on the Smash Bracket.
So I thought it was going to be Duck Hunt Trio just based on the amount, the participants. There's 3 of them to that. I know the duck didn't really do too much, but there's still 3 people versus 2. That's the first thing. And they just had a lot more going for them. So I thought it was pretty obvious, but we don't always go for the pretty obvious one. I've noticed with Smash Bracket. So I thought, okay, let's go for the Duck Hunt Trio instead of the Ice Climbers, and they just didn't have anything. They didn't explain a lot. They had a lot more going for Duck Hunt Trio, so that's what I went for them. There's not much else really to say. Really outnumbered and just outclassed, and literally everything they said towards the end there. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you guys enjoyed this reaction for any reason at all, please subscribe, like, and turn notifications so you guys don't miss any live streams to do or any video uploads to do. And always want to keep gaming. I'm going to record now Snake versus Joker, and I'll probably upload that another day. So yeah, bye guys, bye bye.